Derby doesn't just have some great pubs, it also has micropubs as well, and microbreweries. I'm here at the Little Brewing Company in the Tiny Tap with Nick.
Hi.
So when did you open the Tiny Tap?
In July 2024. So we're in our first year of operation here.
And how long have you been brewing yourselves?
Since 2020 in Derby.
Okay, and so why did you decide to open up a microbrewery?
My elder son, who I'm in partnership with, ran a bar in Derby, and I'd retired from a career in aerospace, and my wife thought I was getting bored and said, can you find something for your dad to do? And a small local microbrewery came up for sale, and we took a look at it and thought, we can do that, with the idea of making a sort of vertically integrated business.
Mm-hmm.
We then grew the brewery after a very difficult COVID. Not the best time to buy a hospitality business, but we survived it. And the story since then has been one of year-on-year growth, increasing numbers of employees, putting more beer out into the trade and over a wider area.
And who comes to the Tiny Tap?
Everybody. We've got a very diverse customer mix. We're not situated directly in a housing area of Derby, so people have to want to come here. And to get them to want to come here, we have to have a great offering in terms of the environment and especially the beer. We think it's the only one in Derby where you're actually inside a working brewery, but it's not like a conventional working brewery. It's brewery meets disco meets event space.
Okay, and when is it most popular? Is that the weekends? Generally?
Yes, we open 3 days a week at the moment, Friday through Sunday, 12 till 10 each of those days. We have a combination of food offerings on from street food vendors, live musicians, and I guess Disco Inferno music.
And I understand that the whole brewery is gluten-free, is that right?
It is. We've been gluten-free pretty well from the get-go of brewing. There's a growing market of celiacs and people with other gluten intolerances, and it's something we would say as a USP for Little Brewing. Every single brew we make is gluten-free.
Okay, and what beer do I have in front of me here?
You have our new 4% nitro stout called Split the G. It's one we introduced this year for the start of the Six Nations Rugby, which we've been showing on our big screen, and it's going down the storm.
Okay, so I'm going to try it. So I've got to get to halfway through the G, yeah?
Yeah, but always drink responsibly.
Okay, I will do. Okay.
Oh, look at that.
And that is my first time ever
14
to do this.
takes. 14 takes.
That was actually the first take. Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay. I'm here with Holly from the Shiny Brewery, it's just a few miles outside of Derby. So when did you open up the tap room here, Holly?
The tap room was opened in 2012 when Shiny Brewery moved from the furnace, because originally they started at the furnace brewing in a shed in the garden in 2010, and then in 2012 they decided to get bigger premises and expand and open the tap room.
And why do you think there's such a growth in microbreweries in Derby?
I think it's a niche market. It's something, it's almost like a secret club, something to be proud of. It tastes great. Yeah, it's not just the run-of-the-mill normal pub drinks that you can get anywhere, and every time that you go into the premises there's something new on.
And here it's not just about the beer, you also have tapas and live music and
yeah, we do. Yeah, we serve pizza, we have live music once a month. The Saturday just gone, we actually had a forage and make event with Rigsby's Seasonal Foods. They came out, went around the local area with a load of customers, came back, made some produce. That was really exciting. We like to think outside the box and put events on that you can't normally get everywhere. And
thinking outside the box, you give me a pint of Big Brian
Big Brian Move.
With Brian Blessed in the background there on the thing. So what pint is this one?
That's this one.
Yeah. What type of beer is it?
It's a cloudy, hazy pale, 5%, with Brian Blessed on the pump clip.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll try this one. Oh, it's very nice. Yeah, it's a bit of a citrusy
Yeah, I'll
aftertaste.
just check what the hops are. So it's got Citra and Sabro in it.
Yeah.
So well done.
Cool. And so is this sort of like a spring beer that you're going to be promoting?
We release casks every week or 2 weeks, and there's probably only around 70 that get made. And then Beer Metropolis are a wholesale business that are attached to us, and they sell it to the rest of the country. And so it won't be on sale very long. A week.
Are you open every day of the week, or are you just...
We open at 2 o'clock every day, except on Saturdays and Sundays, where we open at 12.
Okay, and it definitely is an excellent pint, that's for sure.
Thanks.
Brian will be proud.
He would be. Gordon's alive.